All right. Once again, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Kwadash. Double as be unto the apostles, and here is a great millstone. To all the Akiams worldwide, I want to say Shalom be unto you. This is the word from ETM Astronaut Camp. Just about a quick edification through the spirits and the power of the Most High, Bashem, Yahushai. My edification today is entitled Simplicity of the Heart. Seek him and tempt him not. And it just goes back to, seeking the Lord and praising the Lord and pleasing the Lord. And, don't try to do big things, but do the simple things that the Most High Abashimishai will have commanded us to do. Whereas we shall be saved. And hopefully, part of the hopefully elect. And we be part of those chosen, the righteous overall. And in everything that we do, ensure that we don't tempt the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, in the process of what we're doing. So I'll get straight into it in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 1 to 4. It says, love righteousness, ye that be judges of the earth. Think of the Lord with a good heart, and in simplicity of heart seek him. For he will be found of them that tempt him not, and shew himself unto such as do not distrust him. For forward thoughts separate from power, and his power, when he is tried, reprove the unwise. For into a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter, nor dwell in a body that is subject unto sin. So, how can we serve the Lord in simplicity? How can we simplify this? What are the things that we need to do instead of trying to go all out and then miss the whole point, when you could do it in simplicity and still reach to your target? Because when you go to Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and 15, it says, all things have I seen in the days of my vanity. There is a just man that perish in his righteousness, and there is a wicked man that prolongeth his life in his wickedness. Be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself? Be not over much wicked, neither be thou foolish. Why shouldest thou die before thy time? So, in simplicity, you don't want to be over righteous. Okay, you don't want to be over righteous. You don't want to be over wise, because in being over righteous and over wise, you become wicked. But you want to simplify this way of serving the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai. We know one of the main things is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments through faith. Not just by physically doing it. And the scribes and Pharisees will have done back then to be seen by men. But through faith in the Most High Hashem Shai, we keep the laws. And another way to simplify it as well, pertain to Acts chapter 16, verse 30. I can actually go up a little bit. 27. And the keeper of the prison awaketh out of his sleep, And seeing the prison doors open, he drew out his sword and would have killed himself, supposing that the prisoners has fled. But Paul cried out with a loud voice, saying, Do thyself no harm, for we are all here. Then he called for a light and sprang in, and came trembling, and fell down before Paul and Silas, and brought them out and said, Sirs, what must I do to be saved? And they said, Believe on the Lord Yahweh Bashem Mashiach, and thou shalt be saved in thy house. So in simplifying things, we know that Yahushua will have come and died on the cross for our sins. And for us to be saved, we have to believe that Yahushua died, and he rose, and he went, and he's going to come back again. And in believing that, you shall be saved. But not that only. So we have keeping the laws through faith. We have believing in Yahushua Mashiach, that he died, he rose, he went, and he's going to come back. So that's two ways of simplifying to seek the Lord Yahweh Hashem Shai. Another way will be in Matthew chapter 24. And verse 13, where it says, But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So then that's another one there in simplifying it. You have to endure in serving the Lord Hashem Shai, and believing in the Lord Hashem Shai. Endure until the end in keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments until the end, until the coming back of Yahushua Mashiach. And then you're going to be saved. Simplifying, seeking the Lord. You're simplifying of heart and seeking the Lord. So we are keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments. You have believing in Yahushua died and went and coming back. And as well, we have enjoying until the end. So, again, in Revelation chapter 2 and verse 26, we have, And he that overcometh and keepeth my works until the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule over them with a rod of iron, as a vessel of a potter. They shall be broken to shivers, even as I receive of my Father. So, you have to do the works of the Most High Hashem Shai, which ultimately will be to go out and prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom that's being run by the Edomites, the so-called white man. Currently, he's ruling in this kingdom. This is his kingdom that he's ruling. So, these are things that you have to do in simplifying ways to seek the Lord Yahweh Hashem Shai, keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments, believing in Yahushua, doing the works, endure until the end. But what we don't want to do is tempt him in what we are doing as well. And tempting the Lord, and one way of doing that, we go to Sirach, which is Ecclesiasticus chapter 5 and verse 1 to 7. It says, Set thy heart upon thy goods, and say not, I have enough of my life. Follow not thy own mind and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart. So, because we know that the heart, which is the mind, is extremely wicked. And say not, who shall control me of my works? For the Lord Hashem Shai will surely revenge thy pride. So, because pride is a serious thing. Pride goeth before destruction. Verse 4, say not, I have sinned. and what harm had happened unto me, for the Lord Yahweh is long suffering, he will in no wise let thee go. Concerning propitiation, let not without fear to add sin unto sin, and say not, his mercies is great. He will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. For mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation resteth upon sinners. Make no tarry to turn to the Lord Yahweh, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in a day of vengeance. What shall be those nuclear capability missiles destroying the earth? That's the day of vengeance. So don't tarry from day to day and saying that the Lord is merciful, and because I'm keeping the law through faith and grace, I can break some and he's merciful. No. You're tempting the Lord there, because you know right from wrong. So you ought to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, do the works, believe in Yahweh, endure until the end. You know? And tempt not the Lord. When in everything, simply fight in those ways, and hopefully we will make it. You know? So, I hope this was edifying to you. With that, I want to give all praises to the Most High, Bashem Rishai, Bashem Makakodash. A double honors be unto your apostles, and the others a great millstone. To all the Akims worldwide, I say shalom be unto you. This is the word from Michiam. Hey, once again saying shalom to the elect of the Most High, Bashem Rishai. Shalom.